Bus drivers are proposing an increase of bus fares, but the government does not want to entertain this at this time. A leaked document showing proposed bus fares increases on St. Kitts, as presented by the bus drivers, has caused some discussion in the public domain in light of the current increase in the cost of living globally. At a public meeting earlier this week, Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris dismissed the bus drivers' request.
The other day, you saw the fake news they put out. Bus fare going up, trying to create confusion in the land. Trying to create confusion in the land. Well, bus fare can't just go up so, and nobody say nothing to you, and nobody asks the government nothing, and bus fare have to be regulated. Well, ask the minister to call them in and tell them no fear going up here to burden the people of St. Kitts and Nevis.
The Ministry of Transportation in a statement recently said that increase in fares has not been approved by the government, who has the sole authority to change bus fares, which are regulated by the state. Such changes in fares can only be done after negotiations and discussions between the Ministry of Finance and the Transportation Board and the relevant bus associations in consultation with the Cabinet. There has been no such engagements on the matter of bus fares, the statement said. The ministry said when contacted, neither the East Bus Association or the St. Peter's Bus Association was aware of any such discussions about fare changes. The ministry said efforts were made to contact both the West Bus Association and the Sugar City Bus Association on the matter. The ministry was unable to reach the latter association, they said. However, President of the Westline Bus Association, Nicholson Rambo Webster, in an interview on Freedom FM this week, said that the government is aware of the proposals to increase fares and that a meeting that was to be held recently with the Minister for Transportation and Ports, Wendy Phipps, did not happen as planned.
They also made a statement that they met with the East Line and the Monkey Hill and they tried to reach out to us and they didn't get us. That is also a lie. The permanent secretary for the Transportation Board called me. She called me about 12:09 that very Friday, summoning me to a meeting at 2 o'clock with Wendy Phipps. I consult with the guys. The guys said we won't be able to make it to that meeting. Then after 2, about 2:30 somewhere around there, Wendy Phipps called me. I explained to her we was unable to make it to that meeting. And I tell her I'm not willing to discuss nothing on the telephone. So for them to say they didn't reach us, that's a lie. Total lie.
Mr. Webster said in light of the current economic conditions in the country and globally, bus drivers deserve an increase in fares.
Every single body knew, including the government. They are the one who've been running and trying to run and hide from us, who do not want to meet with us. We have been seeking a meeting for the longest time. Somebody leaked the document, and that is how it came out. The document was leaked. Nobody advised the public about any increased fares. Somebody leaked the document, and the document went around, and it caught wind, and the government responded to the document. If the government had engaged us, because the letter that we sent them and was supposed to produce in cabinet by Wendy Phipps had the 3 items, and we said how much we intend to raise the bus fare by. So I don't understand how they want to say they do not know. It's since May 16th they had the letter. Since 2008, the government raised the salaries. How many times they get double salaries? How many times? How many times in the last year we carry up the drinks? How many times the fishermen them carry up the fish? Even the jellyman them and the road gone up. And you want to tell me that we cannot access a dollar quart for after 14 years? Anybody who feel like this is an issue is more than unreasonable.
The Ministry of Tourism, Transport and Ports said the government will not entertain an increase in bus fares at this time when the people of the country are confronted with an increase in the cost of living beyond their control. The government met with the East Line and St. Peter's Bus Associations, informing them of extension of concessions that the government had implemented to help bus drivers. In an interview on Freedom Radio, a representative of the St. Peter's Bus Association conceded that the concessions would be more beneficial than fare increases at this time, but Mr. Nicholson disagrees. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.